Yeah, we're gonna kind of go through a little bit on my morning routine, I guess. Getting things around for milking. I got everything kind of moved around here. We're grinding meat last night and getting some deer processed. Getting everything around and set up for filtering the milk before I go out. So that's all ready when I come back in here. Get water and a rag for washing off the teeth. Little teeth dip, which I just about need to refill. Turn on the dishwasher. It's not as cold as what it has been, but it's still about 29 degrees this morning. Alright. See how clumsy this is going to be. That, and I've got a different camera, so I don't know how this is going to work out or how it's going to sound. I've got too many things to carry. Well, it looks like she's already here waiting. Oh, it's hard to do things one-handed. Alright, get her feet around. She gets a gallon of soybean meal or ground, and then 2 gallons of corn chopped or cracked corn, and then close to a gallon of the Sweet Creek feed. It's got the molasses in it. And she's ready to come in. Main thing I gotta watch for these other ones don't come out while I'm getting things turned on. Help if I hit it up. I don't know if you can see that or not. This thing. The screen shuts off on this new camera after you've had it run for so long. But yeah, the other ones, they're out here waiting for their grain. So I'll go get them some. There's about 5 of them that come in for grain. So I give them a couple gallons of corn and a gallon of the bean meal, more or less. And they're already here waiting. Yeah, get your nose in the way. And the other ones are coming. Afraid they're gonna miss out on something. And the chickens, they get a little bit of corn, a little bit of the soybean meal. And then we got some layer crumbles. I give them a little bit of that. The older ones, they kind of stay in here a lot longer. The younger ones, they're already out running around. Get the lids put back on so the raccoons don't get into them. Yeah, she's real bad about knocking the feed out of her feed pan too. But there you can see the milk going into the can. Alright, now gotta go out and put wood in the stove. had to do some work on our boiler here a week or so ago. Had to put all new, the refractory where it blows down into the reaction chamber. We've had it for 7 years, so it was starting to break up bad. Didn't put a whole lot in last night, but we didn't have any wind either. We mainly have been, the last couple of years, been burning ash because we got so many of them that are dying from those ash weevils. So we got a lot of timber over at the home place that is dying out. We got some ash that's probably over 2.5 foot diameter that bark, well, just like on this piece here, the bark will just start slipping off of it, and you can see where the worms have been working on, the weevils. So it really tearing up some 50-year-old trees or older. Yeah, that'll be enough for today. I don't like this screen keeps shutting off. I can't tell what's going on then. I have to see if there's a way I can lock that on. Anyway, they're working at cleaning up theirs. You got the water here so the cows can drink, and that's where the dogs get their water too. And the chickens, half of the time they'll go over there and stand on that chunk of wood and drink out of it. They've got water in their pen, but they seem to like to get it out of the cattle water. Yeah, looks like she's got some more on the floor. What do you think, girl? I'm Macy. What do you two think? Huh? Those two are just a little bit spooky yet. They're coming around. They want their grain, so that kind of helps get them calmed down. Now I've got the milker and pulsator there. I've got it, just some pecks running across. I tried to get it so it's up high and then drops down, so any condensation in the wintertime drains back. I've been wanting to put like a drip leg in here so it'll drain out, but that's my surge pump. It'll take, I don't know, about 15 minutes or so for me to get everything taken care of while she's getting milked out. She's real good about, I don't think she's ever tried to kick the milkers off or anything that way. I had one time, she'd always try to step and she'd catch the milker and sometimes pull it off. Yeah, she's still milking just a little bit. Most of it, I think, just what's in the lines yet. I think she's pretty much milked out. Looks like there might be a little bit coming in. Let's see this or not. Got just a little bit coming in. Yeah, you just about got your feed. Yes. And the dog's Sassy's always got to come out and make sure I'm doing things right. Copper, he usually just lays there on the floor. Usually right in the middle where I gotta walk around him. But yeah, it looks like she's pretty much milked out. We got a little valve here that you pull out that stops the vacuum. And then you can just take them off. And then you gotta put the teat dip on so it keeps from bacteria from getting in and causing mastitis. And that's Callie. We have milked her. She's got 1/4 that she had mastitis in long before I got her. But okay, you're done. Normally she goes, either checks out and makes sure that they didn't leave any feed or get water, then she'll head back up to the hay bale. Which I may need to get them another bale of hay. I guess she figured nothing was going on in there, so she's gonna go back up to the hay bale. Okay. I'm gonna try to carry all this stuff. We just milk once a day, and she'll give anywhere from 2 gallons to about 2 gallons in a quart every day, every morning. This morning it almost feels like it might be just a little bit later. And yes, that's one of the hides off of deer that the kids have gotten. We'll haul them off, but usually let the dogs work on them a little bit. Okay, this is gonna be, oh, I got it. with everything moved around here, it's going to be a little interesting. Alright. I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but I don't know what I just did. Yeah, I've got everything moved around here to have room for the drain and feed. Makes it a little awkward for doing me. Gotta rinse out the rag, put it in the bucket for its wash machine. Bucket for washing the cloth and everything else. Filter. Run the milk all through a strainer. Filter. And we put, used to use wax paper, and now we use parchment paper. And it's a little tougher than wax paper. We always put that under the lid. About 2 gallons and probably a pint. Since I started grinding ground the soybeans for soybean meal, that and the soybeans has quite a bit of wheat seed in it too. The volunteer wheat that was in the field. Her milk production went up pretty decent. Just eating just a little bit more protein. Then we put labels on and write down the date that it was milked, which, what is today? Today should be the 16th. 12/16/2025. Copper here in the way. We've got a milk cooler here that we put milk in. We went up, it's still got the label on there from Purple Wave. Got that up to Des Moines, Iowa, out of a school district. it was low on Freon and they were getting rid of it. Well, that's been about, I don't know. Oh, if I can get this turned around. Okay. That's been about 5 years ago, maybe more. And it still works fine. I filled it up with 134A and haven't had any problems. So, anyway, I'm going to get this stuff washed up and get finished up. Get some jars around here. The lid doesn't have the labels taken off yet, so we got to take the labels off before we wash them. We just use address labels. Come off fairly decent. Put everything in the dishwasher. That's one thing, that commercial dishwasher sure makes it nicer. Got the surge pump in here for cleaning. Like I said, normally I have this table here underneath the mixer grinder, and my vacuum pump sits right in here. So a little bit inconvenient, but it works. One of these days I gotta get another tank on that vacuum pump because it's got a leak in the bottom of it. Not real good right now. I've got, you can see, I got a screw stuck in the hole, so I don't lose all vacuum. The first wash is with heavy duty CIP detergent. Oh, this isn't working. I gotta have both hands. The second wash, rinse for the claw and everything, is we use it's the CIP acid cleaner, which a lot of them call it red acid, but then that helps break any of the fat and stuff down. I always run this dishwasher through 2 cycles because the first cycle is still warming up. Alright, get this And it just pumps the cleaner through the claw into the tank, so washing out the hoses and everything at the same time. I gotta take this coat out. It's too warm. Run some water through to kind of rinse out the chemicals. It's more or less food grade chlorine, and I'm using about 2 ounces per about 2 gallons of water is what I run through. Everything is, I've got it on the measuring cups or whatever for pouring in. About 2 ounces of each one of the chemicals and about 2.5 gallons of water. When it comes to the chlorine bath, I usually try to get the claw submerged, so it's all cleaned up, sanitized. Then we'll run it through. Everything in here is good and steamy. The water temp on the rinse gets up to about 180 degrees. Wash temperature is about 150. Oh, those are hot. And rinse this out a little bit. And we just hang it there to let it drain good. Got some of this communication racking, and that's what I set everything on. And I've got to have 2 hands again, but I dump it over the top of everything kind of for a final rinse. Clean the hoses off, pulsator. Keep everything sanitized as much as possible. And just hang it so everything can drain out and dry out over the afternoon and be ready again for the next morning. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got for milk. We sell a little bit of milk and then mainly for family. So now I just got to go turn the breaker off for the dishwasher and start the rest of the day. Yeah. Like the content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you another time here on Pew Farms. Have a good one.